to the channel, and today we're going to be making a mini lemon really bright and beautiful cake. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I am Riley and this is Riley's Sweet Life. So first what we're going to do is start beating up our 4 sticks of salted butter until it's nice and pale and white, and it's going to be very fluffy. You want it to get not double it, but it might look a little bit bigger, so it's nice and fluffy and very white and luscious and very creamy. So now we're just going to wipe down the sides of our bowl to make sure we have all of that yellow butter and there's no yellow chunky pieces of butter left, and we get it all nice and creamy and fluffy and very like whipped looking. Now this is when we start adding in our confectioner's sugar. This part might get a little bit messy, but it's fine. So you're going to want to add in about 5 cups of confectioner's sugar, 1 to 2 cups at a time. I like to do 1 cup at a time so it doesn't go everywhere, because if you add in too much and then beat it really quickly, it's gonna go everywhere, and obviously you don't want that. So you're just gonna put a little bit in and then mix it up until it's fully incorporated. Then keep doing that until you have it all mixed in, then there's no more lumps. A lot of people say to sift your powdered sugar or confectioner's sugar, but honestly I don't like to, because it takes a lot of time, it gets messy. And with my buttercream icing recipe, there's no clumps at the end of it, and you are all it's all good. It's all very creamy and smooth. So also I will have the recipe to this icing in the description down below. So go check that out if you want to see Riley's famous buttercream frosting. So now that I've added in all of my confectioner's sugar, I'm just going to add in about 1/3 of a cup of heavy whipping cream, just to make it a little bit more light and fluffy and a little bit more creamy, and it also will make it just a little bit lighter than it was before. So after you do that, then you should be done. You can add in vanilla extract if you want to, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the day. So now that we've made our icing, we're now going to stack the layers. So what you want to do is just get a big glob and put it on there. And you want to make sure that it's even all throughout the cake, or else your cake is going to be lopsided, which obviously you don't want. And as you can see, I've already leveled off my cakes so they're nice and even, and it won't be like you have a less chance of it like wanting to move around more. So now that that's nice and smooth, I'm going to take this layer and flip it upside down and put it on the cake. And now I'm just going to do the crumb coat. So crumb coat basically is where you ice the cake in a very thin layer and it locks in all the crumbs on the cake So whenever you do your final coat, then there's not any crumbs and it's not really messy and dirty and stuff like that. So we're just going to work on our crumb coat, then we'll come back and do the final coat. So now that we've let this sit in the freezer for about 5 to 7 minutes, we're going to do the final coat. So on the final coat, basically, it's the final ice. So it's covering up all these crumbs and you can't see any more cake, and you want to basically get it as smooth as you possibly can. So yeah, I'm just going to work on this final coat and then we'll get on to the other decorations. So now for some of the decorations, I'm just going to take a little bit of blue gel food coloring, and I want this to be pretty dark, so I'm just going to do quite a bit. This is just my leftover icing that I had from icing my cake, and I'm just dyeing this to do a border around the top to make it look nice, bright, and colorful. So now we're going to add a little twist to this bright and colorful cake. So here I have nerds, and we're just going to take them in handfuls and kind of place them around the bottom of the cake, probably about to there, like almost halfway, but not like really close to halfway. So that's why I have a pizza pan, a large pizza pan underneath this, so the nerds don't go everywhere and we have a very messy kitchen. So I'm just going to do that, then we'll get on to the next decoration. So now I'm just going to put some of these dots all around the cake because it's a bright, colorful candy cake. So we're just going to do that, then get on to the next decoration. So now we're just going to do a few little swirls on top of the cake to give it some more extra pop and color. So we'll do that, then get on to the next decoration. So now for the final touch, I've just mixed up a few candies. I have Skittles, some Nerds, and some dots. Now I'm just going to put those all on top to add even more pop and color. So let's do that and then we'll be done. So now that we've finished our candy lemon cake, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. See ya!